Magic Music Production.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Big Boy Project. We are back with another video. And today's topic, we're talking about Umar Johnson, which has been in the, well, not in the news, but been on the internet, talking about eating with, what do you say, jawon? What he called us?
Oh, he called us trifling ass black people.
Right. Called us trifling ass black folks. Because we can give him the amount of money, $2 million in 2 months. But I'll let Jawon tell the story.
Okay, so here's the deal. Umar Johnson, Dr. Umar Johnson, let me get that correct for him.
What else?
He was raising $2 million to build this illustrious school to help out, you know, our young black women and men in times of adversity and so forth. And somebody caught a glimpse of him, I guess, in a private conference or some forth with people that he congregates with. And he goes off on this tangent because he did not meet his mark for the $2 million. He got $250,000.
He didn't go off on a tangent. He flat out said the things that he said.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I'm putting it lightly because I'm not ready to go to ham just yet. But yeah, he got $250,000, and he is super ungrateful for that.
Right. I mean, the thing about it is, it's so many things wrong with this story. Starting with the $250,000, you got a quarter of $250,000. Not many people can raise that amount of money.
Most people don't make that in a span of 5 years of working.
Right. For a person that haven't run a school before, he should have started out small. He said, "Okay, thank you for the $250,000. We can't get a building." He could have said we couldn't get the building that we want, but I can start out small and build up from there, and y'all can still donate. But the way he said it, is like, y'all not trying hard enough. Y'all ain't working hard enough. I need the school. I need the school for me. But the school isn't for you. I thought it was for the kids, the black kids, so they can learn about black culture or whatever lesson he wants them to learn. And that's the second thing. He don't even got a plan. Like, what is the learning plan for the school you're trying to build?
And what's the age range for this school? Like, is this elementary school? Is this private school, middle, high school? Is this university? You know, and what bothered me about the whole argument, the whole video in itself, was a lot of the I statements and the disrespect that he threw out. You have the nerve to come out here and blatantly demand people to add on to your cause. Nobody's not obligated to your cause. You started this. You finish it.
I mean, for a person who needed money, I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. No, go ahead.
I was about to say, for a person who needed money and you talking to the majority of the parents, the way you talking to them, you're not getting the money, okay, any faster at all. Because one thing, you don't talk about nobody's kids at all when not in front of their face. Anyway. Secondly, you don't talk about nobody's parenting skills. You want me to donate to this school to send my kids to the school, but you questioning my parenting skills. So why should I listen to you? You disrespecting me. Why should I listen to you? That's the thing that got me. The statement he said, well, y'all have y'all kids trying to be Beyonce, trying to be white. Why should I give them back to you when I get them? They gonna stay with me in the dorm, boys and girls. I said, wait a minute, that sounds wrong.
It really does.
That sounds wrong. So apparently he need a publicist because he can't choose his words carefully.
No, he don't need a publicist. He need
a public relations person to translate what he wants to say into a more manageable way of saying it. Because I just watched this video because I'm late to the party. I didn't know who this person was, the last video that I saw, this person he let some LGBT activist have it because she was trying to compare LGBT rights to the black civil rights, which I think is the exact same thing. So stop acting.
Yeah.
But he supposedly he let her have it. I didn't see the whole video, but she went in on him and he let her have it. That's the only video that I've ever seen of him. So I just now watched this one. This dude would not get a single cent from me. I would require this project to be managed by someone else. It would not be Dr. Umar Johnson's school. It would be somebody else's school. The school needs to happen. He don't need to make it happen. How you gonna tell me we got $250,000?
Right.
I'm appreciative, but I'm not content.
Right.
Dude, fuck you.
Exactly.
Right.
How much of your own money? You know what I'm saying? Before you start critiquing people, how much of your own money are you going bankrupt trying to bankroll this thing? No, you still buying your dashikis, ain't you?
And
So,
when he with some strippers.
Oh, I'm gonna bring that up.
He got caught in a scandal. Yeah.
You want to talk about how these kids walking around here with cool parents that got blonde hair in their head and stuff, but wouldn't the stripper you was with just had blonde hair too?
Right.
Really? You really want to go there, Umar? It's really not.
I don't know where the fuck he came from, but he needs to go back to where the fuck he came from. He does not need a PR. He needs to sit his ass down somewhere and just vanish and go just fade into the breeze. Just go
think about it.
Go.
As a person, he's trying to do right, but as his ego gets in the way.
Yeah,
that's
big
his
time.
ego. He think he deserves everything.
I don't think that's even. I don't know. It just people like him irk me to no fucking end because this whole Black Lives Matter thing. I have an issue with certain people because either it's one of three things: somebody's trying to be the next Malcolm X or Martin Luther King Jr. B, somebody's trying to be a social activist, but through social media only. You'll never see the ass out there marching or anything like that.
Right.
They're there just to get everybody riled up, and then spouting like they're the dissenters in my personal opinion. They're the ones who will put out shit to keep you unfocused about what's going on in the world. These are people who sit there and talk about look at so and so doing this and stuff like that, but then next thing you know, their asses on the goddamn trip somewhere. They could have took that trip if they were really bad about it. They could have took their ass down there in March with everybody in Baltimore or helped clean up and everything like that. Where their ass at? Somewhere at a conference with a bunch of white folks. So, and then C, they all have their own agenda. Everybody has an agenda with this whole thing, and that's why I don't pay no attention to it. And he's one of those people who has an ultimate agenda, and his agenda is sales. I mean, it's sellable. You know what I'm saying? Especially this time period we're going through right now. It's a sellable agenda. It's a sellable concept, but like Jose and all y'all have said, even the guy in the video said he's not the person to do the job. Right. Now, if you want to have a black school, what's going to be taught there? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be African history. Is it going to be? I got to know the curriculum. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't teach us everything, stuff like that. But I always question people who try to do stuff like that. I'm like, so where did you get your education from? Did you get it from an HBCU or did you get it from an Ivy League college? And my thing was, so you still utilize the white man's education system to get your education, which is fine. We all do that. But I mean, I don't know. I've never liked this guy ever since he sat there and turned around and was like, the reason why little boys are turning gay and little girls becoming lesbians because there's not a man in the household. And when a man's not in the household, then the boy is being raised. He's only seeing like women. He's getting soft. He's not a man to be there to help him out. And women and when a man's not in the household, little girls are going to be lesbians because they have this innate hate for men and have daddy issues, stuff like this. They turn to other women who they already been around all their life and stuff. It didn't make any goddamn sense to me. So I'm saying, so what about people?
To that too, because but I didn't mean to cut you off. But my thing is with that statement he made, I know numerous of dudes who are gay and have both parents in the household.
Me.
I want him to explain that.
Me. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm looking around like,
look, this the thing. He's an arrogant, pompous fool that thinks that he has a voice. That's what it is. And he can say, whatever, and there's no consequences to his act for what he's saying.
where did he come from? All of a sudden, it's all I see Dr. Umar Johnson, Dr. Umar Johnson. Where's your doctorate at? You know what I'm saying? Where'd you get your doctorate from?
He's been around for a while, according to some of the research that I've done. He's been around for years.
At his website, he said he's a certified school psychologist.
What's the certification from? This reminds me of the episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta where Sheree was with this dude who called himself a doctor. He was a doctor and this, but he could never pull no gap. He could never present any degrees, doctorates, receipts, as I call them, and he got out as a fraud on national television. And it was just like, because I guess people look at it. I call him, you know what I call him? Everybody, dude on the video compare him to Clefo Dollar. I compare him to Jim Jones.
Not Jim Jones.
Yes.
Well, I kind of got it when you were talking about the children. So they gonna stay with me.
Because think of it like this. I say that only because if you really gonna sit there and give him money after he sat there and talk crazy to you like this, and nobody's sitting there trying to say, like, let's go investigate.
Well, you got to think about it, and this is me, I guess, playing devil's advocate. You got to think about it when you've got people convinced into your ideology and into your brainwashing, for lack of a better term, you can talk to them any old kind of way because they're just going to look at you like, oh, he's telling the truth. He's telling us the truth. Yeah, speak it. When in reality, he's insulting you. He's calling you stupid. He's running game on you. But you sit. There's no different from any other church preacher in most black churches today. They talk to you any kind of way under the disguise of keeping it real and telling you the truth.
But it's love.
Or out of love, yeah. But if you on the outside looking in, if you don't prescribe to his particular brand of crazy, you can see what it is he's saying. So we're all on the outside looking in, and when we're looking at this video, we're seeing it for we're seeing what he's saying. We're hearing what he's saying. We're not hearing what he means. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of the times people don't realize that what you're saying and what you mean aren't necessarily mutual. They're not necessarily mutually exclusive concepts. You might be saying one thing and meaning another,
right?
Or mean one thing and saying another. But to me, this dude is full of shit, and somebody needs to get their head out of their asses and set him straight, because he has a good concept though.
Right.
And what sounds to me is like it's a boarding school that teaches young African kids about their history and culture and all the things that you don't get taught in regular public schools.
Well, that's like I said, that's fine and dandy. But if anybody can come up with an idea like that. But where's your what curriculum you gonna do? The staff members. How you gonna pay the staff? He give no information on anything.
I'm not understanding how you're supposed to first off, buy a school, run it, staff it, and take care of the kids on $2 million.
Right.
It has to be some type of. That's what I'm saying. It has to be some type of revenue. He says state of the art. So my thing is,
state of the art gonna require more than $2 million.
That means a lot of money to pay.
Is there a foundation? Is there a foundation that funds this school? Is it a tuition-based type school where parents pay tuition?
But that's the thing. He never said anything. Only thing he said is, "I'm gonna buy the school." Okay.
That's not telling me nothing. That's not telling me nothing.
A school that I need, yeah.
Right. You need to take pictures of the school to see what you're talking about.
I'm stuck on state of the art. Because when you say state of the art to me, I'm thinking of this big, innovative, technologically, I'm not saying that the kids don't need the latest technology possible, but hey, look at some of the HBCUs right here. Lane College over in Jackson, Tennessee They are a top HBCU, private owned. It's a private school now. It used to be a public school, but now it's private. And they still have chalkboards and stuff like that. You know, they still utilize old stuff. You know, they got technology there, but it's building. It's building.
But
You know what I'm saying?
But like, I understand what you're saying. Like, kids don't need the latest Apple computer to learn what they need to learn. But like a good set of books, a good working, a good set of books, because a lot of people need to go back to reading books. That's my opinion. You know, like a good workable computer, just till you get off the ground.
Yeah. But
Now, go ahead.
No, I'll go jump back on the books. That's another thing. What books are you using? You know what I'm saying? Are these books written by you and your boys or something like that? Or these are books that's actually been published that have like accreditation and stuff like that that can be, you know, useful. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't need somebody. That's like somebody telling me, like, I can see what's the classes? I mean, what's one of the class? Avoid the Illuminati, you know what I'm saying? Here's a book about the Illuminati. I don't want somebody teaching my child about no Illuminati bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's just bullshit.
That subject, however, when people really dig into that drives them to a mania type stage.
That's what I'm talking about.
Paranoid and stuff like that. Children are not ready for that.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
And Jawon, fix your microphone. You can barely hear me.
Yep. Okay.
But I'm gonna throw some shade. So I'm at the website. I'll go throw some major shade. I'm at the website, and have y'all went to the website?
Not yet.
No, he's not getting none of my damn bandwidth.
Damn, you don't even want to donate some of his some of your bandwidth.
Y'all see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
This is the website. I cannot take you serious with a website like this.
Did he draw himself as a superhero?
Yes.
Okay.
Bye, Felicia.
Why he look like Dan Hibiki in the dashiki?
Did you mean to rhyme that?
No, Dan Hibiki is the pink dude from Street Fighter. Don't go there.
I gotta say to that.
Don't do. Don't do it, Mark.
I'm sorry. I gotta do this. I gotta do this right here. I gotta play it again.
Wow. Yeah.
That's what I gotta say to that. It just, I can't even.
I mean, okay, you want people to take you serious. So when they actually, okay, I'm listening to you, and go to your website and they see this.
Somebody
really?
An animated version, still pictures of you and stuff like that. That needs to be a little bit more professional, a little bit more stalemate.
Right. And now you got $250,000. You need to update your site.
You know, with $250,000, I don't know if he could sweet talk one of those foundations to get into buying him school. He could take that $250,000 and renovate one of those schools that was already shut down. And
right.
That's what the guy said.
Phil was saying.
That's what he was saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did y'all say that? I'm sorry. I wasn't
listening. No. That's what the guy in the video
was saying.
Guy in the video was saying.
Oh yeah, I know he did mention
schools that got shut down in Chicago. He could take one of those with $250,000. Probably did, so he could probably do 2 schools with that amount of money.
And then
probably not. Let's be honest. $250,000 is not a whole lot of money when it comes to trying to renovate a school.
Well,
because you gotta think about it. Like the kids gotta eat every day. Lights gotta be on. Books.
Well, the $250,000 is just it'll cover paint, maybe fixing the window, maybe doing some landscaping. It's not gonna go very far.
Yeah.
But like I said, you should have started off small with a small building for like 200 kids. Then grow from there. But you want this grand scale university kind of school.
But
go ahead, Mark.
But no, that goes to what you just said, and I'm trying to piggyback on what you just said. You said it's 200 kids. Now let's take it to the next level. How much tuition gonna cost? You know what I'm saying?
And books.
I mean, how much tuition? It's like, what are you trying to do? I mean, you are not Oprah. You can't just go over somewhere and just open up a school. And how many girls was when they opened school? What, 10, 15? But anyway, that cost a lot of money. People raised Cain because she went over to Africa and did at school. I'm not a country in Africa, rather. To do this school. Why can't you do something like that here in America? And she said because people here are more interested in having Xboxes and stuff like that. They don't cherish the concept of education no more. So I went somewhere where I know that my contributions will be cherished, which is noble of her, even though I really don't care that much for Oprah, though. But but
if she wanted to.
Oprah has done so much, and she's so smart about. I like Oprah's business ethic. I'm like how she thinks about certain things and whatnot to a certain extent. I mean, but she has great business ethic, and I think that now if he had did something like that, like it's this woman here in town, she's a priest, not a priestess, but she is a she what they call them people, missionary. She's a missionary lady. She opened up a school in Africa. She's from here. She opened up a school, in Ghana. She goes there every summer. Like she'll be back probably in August or something like that. She'll print out pictures of the school, and she'll show as this building being built. And it's just a school, that people are looking forward to. My thing is now, not saying you got to go all the way across country, all the way across the globe to build a school.
I'm sorry, I just had a funny thought.
What? Give us a funny thought.
Chateau Umar.
Yes. Shade.
It's gonna be on the corner. That school gonna be on the corner, half built.
Half built.
If fucking the dude be sitting reporting from it live. This is fucking being reporting live.
I don't know why that came. I don't know why that came.
We didn't go pass by the school. It's gonna be 2 years later, and it's still the same.
Yeah.
Take a picture like this, like
people on Facebook. What's the name of it again? Okay.
Chateau Umar.
Yeah. Hashtag Chateau Umar.
Oh boy.
But
I needed that, boy. I needed that.
Yeah, so funny. But I just can't understand the gravity of the situation. You know what I'm saying? He's just so ignorant. You gonna talk to the people who gave you this amount of money like that.
And then
to give you more.
And then he's like, when he said you gave me $25 damn and you think you free.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the Jim Jones.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I equated to Jim Jones right there. That's why I equated to Jim Jones right there.
Like, motherfucker, you better take that $25 and shove it up your ass. As a matter of fact, give me back my $25.
Exactly.
And this is the thing. Send me, or if you do, I don't take cash. I want a paper trail. What?
Well,
I'm telling you,
there's nothing wrong with
that one. That's about the only thing in the entire concept that I didn't find a fault with.
But
you want him to be accountable for every dollar he got.
But that's fine. But what he said after that, give me your address. I understand the email and phone number. I ain't give you my address. I'm sorry. You ain't about to come to my house knocking on the door till you need to pay for this.
You need to donate now. Donate. I'm gonna
I wish you would come to my door. You ain't done. You ain't done.
I own you. You owe me. You gave me so far. You done paid $50. No, you done paid $150. I need $200K more from you.
All thing I'm gonna own is the hospital bill when I beat your behind. That's all.
Just make your tax refunds payable to the school. Like,
right.
What? Man, no. Taboo.
Right. But like I said, we'll go ahead and wrap this up because we got a show to watch. Any final thoughts about this topic? Anybody?
He can go to hell.
Ooh. Okay. That wraps it up in a nice little bow, doesn't it?
And scene.
And scene.
I found a thought hashtag Chateau Omar. That's it.
Chateau Omar. Chateau Umar.
I want to pose a profound thought. I guess I'm gonna try to form it into a question. You see how a lot of these, I guess, social activists and these big name people who try to do for our communities and stuff, you ever wonder how they sit here and talk about liberating our people from the system, but they keep involving the system in the equation to help.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I want y'all to think about that.
I'm not sure I understand what you're saying.
Basically, it's like, how you want to liberate us from the people who are oppressing us, but you keep involving and asking and using the help of the system that the people who are oppressing us to help liberate us from the people who are being oppressed.
Because they want to make that money.
It's an agenda. Everybody has an agenda.
Well, there's no way in hell that people of color will ever be able to do anything on their own without the help of their Caucasian counterparts. It's not going to happen.
Thank you.
Because we, as a people of color, blacks, Latinos, and if you're brown, you fall into that category. We don't have any unity. Like he said in his own, like he said in the video, when Darren Wilson killed, I'm sorry, what was that young man's name?
Michael Brown.
Look, thank you, Michael Brown. It slipped my mind. See how it slipped my mind of the colored guy that died, but the cop's name is fresh in my mind. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that the kid died, but Darren Wilson's the one who we need to remember. Darren Wilson, like he said in this video, Darren Wilson got $300,000 for his defense in a week. In what, 2-3 weeks?
Yeah.
White people have that kind of unity. They rally, behind each other. They support their businesses. They do all kinds of stuff. We don't. We are in it for ourselves. We are in it to try to get ahead at the expense of each other, not for each other.
Exactly.
So,
on.
So we are not going to be able, especially, or not we, but he's not going to be able to make that school happen without getting his white friends involved and saying, "Hey, I need your help."
Right.
Yep.
Because he's not going to get the support from us.
Yeah, after that tirade.
And then on top of that, the people he probably are in his congregation are people who are working regular 9 to 5s. They ain't got money banking like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at the people who, like I said, look at the people who started Darren Wilson.
He's trying to get black folk to fund this school. He's looking at the wrong place to get that money. He needs to be looking at other places. But that's another thing that kind of leads me to believe this whole thing is a scam, because he's looking for the people who ain't got that kind of money to fund a $2 million project. You need to be looking at people who got money.
Right.
Talk to somebody like David Banner or somebody like that who's all about this whole thing. So like that. But David Banner probably ain't get that much money either though. But still,
get the like-minded people who like to spend. Man, you got people like Beyonce and Kanye and Jay-Z. They spend $2 million on a weekend.
Right.
Make friends with them. Get them involved.
I don't think Kanye.
I bet you 9 times.
Let's say he do talk. Let's say he do go reach out to them. The way he's talking, he ain't going nowhere. That's why I say he ain't going nowhere with that. So like I say, he got good intentions, but the way he's wording it, and
he's got good intentions, really bad execution.
Right. Like I said, that publicist need to come in.
He need, it's funny that you say that, James, because Raymond's always saying that. Who is this guy's publicist? Why are they? Who ain't running these ideas? Who is he not shooting these ideas before he say them?
Well, God, you need Olivia Pope.
He needs Olivia Pope. That's the only way.
Olivia Pope will not touch that damn. And even the dude who sat there when it gets Olivia Pope in that first episode, we're not going nowhere near him. It's just the fact that hell, I had a dude in that episode run the school if I were him. I mean, I don't know. I just don't. It's just I don't know. I just feel some type of way about when people come up with these ideas and shit like that and don't think about the bigger pitch. They don't think about like a certain corner, and they only yell at a certain time when it comes. When they only yell when somebody white does something to a black person.
But you know what the thing is. Another thing that I'm thinking about this school is he's basically just trying to go right back to segregation.
Exactly.
He's trying to. Granted, I understand black kids are not getting the education they need in public schools, but that don't mean pull all the black kids and put them in their own school.
Right.
It's systematic segregation. That's why that's why I don't want to. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You're just perpetuating the same thing that was already in place. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta find a way to fix the system rather than
He,
create a new system.
Yeah.
like I said, instead of just he could have said, "I'm building a school for underprivileged kids," and just leave it.
I would go for
Yeah,
that.
and you know what I'm saying?
I would go for that.
And you know, you can't just make a, you know, granted, yeah, Pan-African studies and all that stuff, blah blah blah. Yes,
But that's a good thing because
and that's a great thing.
White
And
kids, like I said, white kids can join the class and they can.
But white children need to know. White
Yeah.
children need to know the unwhitewashed history too.
Exactly.
Right.
But you can't. But at the same time, how long will it be before his Pan-African history becomes skewed towards, you know, making all white people be evil?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I don't. That's the main thing. It's just a repeat of what's happened before. History repeating itself all over again.
Yeah, eventually it'll just turn into the reverse of what's already happening now. So it's, I don't know.
Oh.
It's a good idea. Bad execution. He needs a board of directors that is going to keep him away from the mic.
Right.
Or something. I don't know. He needs to not be the one in charge.
Like they'll follow through. As soon as he try to grab, they got that hoop ready for him. Nope.
Mm-hmm. You've got the public relations person that speaks on behalf of all of y'all with a nicely well prepared statement.
Right.
And you stick to the statement.
No, we already got somebody for the mic. You just sign papers. You just write your name on the paper. Well, we'll end it on that note. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll put all our contact info at the bottom. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.